Ravishing Rick Rude epitomized a wrestling heel in the late 80s. For WWF, his playboy character guaranteed boos from the male audience and swooning from the women in the crowd. Combined with a spectacular in-ring wrestling ability, Rude's chiseled body, even by pro wrestling standards, and impressive mic skills put him in a league of his own. That's what makes him a ravishing mid-card superstar. After a few years of working through various US wrestling territories in the early 80s, his first run in the WWF began in 1987. He teamed with King Harley Race and Hercules as the newest members of the Heenan family, a stable of wrestlers managed by the great Bobby the Brain Heenan. Standing in the middle of the ring before every match, Rude would undo his Hugh Hefner-esque robe to reveal his sculpted abs. He would cut ruthless promos on the live audience, telling them this is what a real man looks like. After hitting his finisher, the Rude Awakening, Rude would direct Heenan to go ringside and pull a woman from the audience to kiss in the middle of the ring. This post-match spot is what led to his first major feud with Jake the Snake Roberts. During an episode of Superstars, Heenan selected Cheryl Roberts, real-life wife to Jake the Snake. When Cheryl wouldn't oblige Rude with a kiss and instead delivered Rude a slap to the cheek, Jake burst through the curtain and attacked Rude. As their rivalry grew, Rude even printed Cheryl's face on the crotch of his tights, a signature gimmick Rude became well known for. Rude continued to wear flashy custom tights throughout his wrestling career, including an incredible pair to commemorate winning his first title, the Intercontinental Championship. And while Rude's run as IC champ wasn't a long one, running under 5 months, it did solidify his stature in the WWF. It was his work with the Ultimate Warrior that helped propel Warrior to be one of the top draws in the company. The feud began at the Royal Rumble in 1989, where Rude and then Intercontinental Champion Warrior competed in a super pose down, after which Rude attacked Warrior with a metal bar. The feud continued into WrestleMania 5 in April, and with the assistance of Bobby the Brain, Rude pinned Warrior for the belt. Rude eventually lost the title back to Warrior at SummerSlam that year. He continued to work with a number of top babyfaces, like Rowdy Roddy Piper and Jimmy Snuka, before renewing his feud with Warrior at SummerSlam 1990 in a steel cage. The title bout ended up being Rude's final big match in the WWF. After a contract dispute with Vince McMahon, Rude left the WWF and eventually landed in WCW. Rude found success there, winning both the United States Championship and the WCW International World Heavyweight title. However, Rude suffered a severe back injury, taking a bad bump during a title match with WCW mainstay Sting, and was forced to retire from in-ring action. Rude remained in the wrestling world, working as a manager and color commentator for WCW, ECW, and the WWF. During his return to the WWF in 1997, Rude joined Degeneration X as their insurance policy, accompanying Shawn Michaels to the ring and providing support when needed. Rude's final big splash in wrestling came on November 17, 1997, when he became the only wrestler to appear on both WWF's Raw's War and WCW's Monday Nitro on the same night. WWF often pre-recorded their Raw episodes. After the infamous Montreal Screwjob, Rude was apparently furious with how McMahon backstabbed Bret Hart, breaking an unwritten wrestling code. Rude contacted then WCW president Eric Bischoff and offered up his services. Because Rude was not under a full-time contract with the WWF, he was free to sign with WCW, and thus appeared live on Nitro an hour after his tape recording aired on Raw. The moment remains one of the most unforgettable of the contentious Monday Night Wars. Rude continued on with the WCW as a manager, primarily with the NWO, until spring 1999. It wasn't long after Rude was let go from WCW that he was found unconscious in his Atlanta home, having suffered a heart attack caused by a drug overdose. It is believed that Rude was training for a return to the ring at the time of his death. He was just 40 years old. From his mocking promos to his still iconic physique, Rick Rude's mark on the wrestling world cannot be denied. Rude laid considerable groundwork for some of wrestling's future heels, captivating and engaging the audience like few had before. His legacy can be summed up in 2 words: simply ravishing. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button.